Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well, and today we talk about Airbnb and the potential of it coming onto the stock market more than likely in this year 2020. And more than likely, if it wasn't for the CV, this stock probably would have IPO'd, but because of the industry that Airbnb is in, it's been affected really heavy. Obviously it's lost a lot of income, so that's probably slowed down the IPO, but we'll probably still more than likely get it towards the back end of this year. So I thought I'd talk about my thoughts on this company right now. Now there's two things to say about this company, is that because it's still private, if it's a private company, it's always quite hard to get like numbers, financial statements, income, revenue, profit, cash, debt. So it's hard to totally value the company today, and when the company actually goes onto the public market, when we actually do get a stock price for this company, and when we know a lot more what's going on inside the company, then it might be worth another video looking into it there. But so I can't really say right now if it's a buy or a sell, but I'll kind of talk about the information that we do know about Airbnb right now and take a look into it. And also that because it will be a recent IPO, normally I don't buy IPOs for 9 months until the actual offering, just because it gives time for the insiders to sell out then, and then you can normally get the stock for a better valuation as well. So even if it was to IPO tomorrow, I'll probably wait a bit. But when it's an IPO, I like knowing about these companies, because sometimes in a few months' time, when them insiders sell out, you kind of get some IPOs at some decent bargains. So I want to kind of like look into Airbnb and kind of share that information that I find out about it with you guys today. So Airbnb has actually been around for quite a while. It was founded in 2008, and basically what it does, it offers vacation rentals on the marketplace, and these are normally for like homestays or lodging rather than like hotels. So it's kind of like, more of locations where it's just you there, not like hotels, when you're like comparing on other like sites in this industry like booking.com and like Expedia and stuff like that. And it's also started offering experiences as well. So it's kind of like a different play to what's in this sector already, which is kind of cool. It's got a very good brand. It's quite popular with like millennials. But like I say, the only pain on it right now is that obviously it's been affected massively because of the COVID situation. And like I say, if it was a bit more of a public company, we'll probably have a better idea on the financials, what's actually going on inside the company. Now the information that we do have is kind of limited, but there was a Bloomberg report that had a look into the fourth quarter financials of Airbnb, and it looked like the revenue grew 32%, which is pretty good. It is a $1 billion company, which is kind of cool as well. So there's really good revenue growth. I was kind of hoping this company was going to be growing in the 30% range. And like I say, it is making decent amounts of money already, which is pretty good. We had a look into what was going on the profit side, and it was that the company was losing quite a bit of money. Obviously, it will probably lose a lot of money because of the COVID situation, but it looks like it's burning through the cash a little bit. But according to Bloomberg, the company was profitable in 2017 and 2018. But in 2019, it started hiking up its marketing, and it wants to kind of publish really good numbers for its IPO, which kind of makes sense. But it's just kind of being burnt because 2020, it gets that kind of sting by the COVID situation. But at least we know it can make profit. If it could cut its marketing back, it can make profit, which is a positive, and it has good revenue as well. On the fourth quarter, we can see how that compares to current companies in this industry. So you can see like Airbnb is outperforming the other three big companies in this kind of industry, while also having a little bit of an edge on them because it kind of offers something different. And like I say, for this sort of industry, I'd say that you want to buy companies that have probably 5% revenue growth, and obviously these guys smash it out of the park. Only Expedia really has a decent amount of revenue growth. So fantastic revenue from Airbnb, and like I say, it's more than TripAdvisor, and it's in the billions, which is fantastic. On the Q4 earnings, like I say, we could see that it did lose a lot of money compared to everyone else at its profitability, but at least we know there is chance that it can probably get to profitability. And then we did get some information about what kind of the financial side of it. We have heard that they had to raise some money, which was at quite a high interest rate. But according to the Bloomberg report, it had more than $2 billion in the bank, which is pretty good. So it looks like it has quite a fair bit of cash there. But like I say, it'd be interesting to see what the kind of debt is on that balance sheet as well. So I'd love to see what kind of going on about the debt side of it, but at least there was a fair bit of cash there. So overall, it looks like this company could be quite an interesting one. It's definitely one of the hyped up IPOs of the year so far. Revenue growth looks absolutely fantastic, and it's good to know the company was profitable at one point, and it seems like it could get back to profit. And you can see it's a bit of a major player already. You know, not many companies are able to do billions when they're IPOing. So it looks like a very interesting play. It looks like it's got a lot of cash. I know there'll be some debt on that balance sheet, so it'd be interesting just to check that debt before it does IPO. But it's definitely one that I'll be watching when it IPOs. We'll have a good idea like on the valuation when we get the actual share price, and when we get a few more of these financial figures like the debt, I'll definitely be able to value it a little bit better. But it does seem really interesting, a bit more of one of those exciting plays in this area, and it's one that I will definitely be keeping track on. But from the information that we do have on Airbnb right now, it does seem like quite an exciting stock that will be on the stock market more than likely by the end of the year. So I hope you enjoyed this little update on Airbnb, and like I said, maybe hopefully we can make another video when it does IPO. So I hope you enjoy the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here. Make sure you smash that like button. I'll see you in the next video.